another page to go in and set up. So let's go ahead and do that. And what we want to do, this is another template page. Now remember, template pages are pages that we want the user to be able to add the content that they want. Custom pages are the content that we want to make sure is on the page. So either or, but all that is important that you know the difference between the two. Okay, so let's go in and let's right click and create a new file. And we know that we say page, okay, because we're creating a new page. Now remember, this is a template page, so after, what comes after is an underscore. So let's make sure that we add that, and then it can be what your page is. Mine is just a two column layout, so I'll just say two column dot php, and let's hit enter. Now of course, go ahead and add your PHP. Get underscore header. Let's make sure that we add that. And let's copy this and paste it and just change that to footer. Okay, now I'm going to save this. Now what I want to do is, in my prototype folder, I do have a two column layout. So let's go in and just make sure that we grab all of that information from those divs. And let me just make sure that's not what I want. I want it from there to the end. So let me hit Command C. Okay, and that is perfect. Command C. And let's go back to our custom theme and just paste that information in. Now remember, no lorem ipsum. Alright, so I'm going to delete that. Oops. Okay. Okay, now remember, you will have to go in and add a little bit of PHP if you want to echo out the actual content that the user is putting in. So let's go in and say PHP echo, and what I want you to do is I want you to get underscore the underscore title, and that will fetch our title that the user puts in. Also, I want to do a little bit of cleanup on this sidebar here. So on this aside, I'm going to actually get rid of all of this. Okay. And this is still in my main div. You always want that, but it's however you coded it. And what I want to do is I want to tell PHP, I want to say PHP, and we're going to tell it to get underscore sidebar. Kind of did this in class. And this is going to be our main sidebar. Now you may have multiple. Now you could have just said sidebar and then that would have been the end, but I'm being specific here because this is the main sidebar. You may have multiple sidebars on there, but that is up to you. And then let me make sure I close out my PHP. Okay. Now, the last thing that I want to do is just make sure I put my WordPress loop, just in case whatever the user puts. So here's my loop information. Just copy this and let's put it in here. Let's hit save. And the last thing you need to do is to give it a template name. So we're going to put that in a comment, asterisk slash, oops, slash asterisk, then asterisk slash, and we're going to say, hey, template name, and then we're going to say, hey, this is my two column template, or whatever yours is called. It's up to you. Now you don't have to do a two column template. Yours can just be one. You don't have to tell it to get a sidebar. Remember, the sidebar was not a requirement, so that's just something if you want to do it. It's not required whatsoever. And I'm going to hit save here, and we are good. So we got our two column page set up. So make sure you save that, And if you want, you can go to your page, pages, and let's just say I don't think I've done anything for my work, so let's just say this was the page. Now it wouldn't make sense to really do that for this, but it's fine. And let's just say we want this to switch to a 2-column layout, and you could update that. If I view the page, you can see. Now I'll show you how we can start getting rid of some of this stuff, but it's fetching some of that information that kind of is already built into WordPress, but that is fine. But we got that page set up, and that is the end.